Odds are you've never seen this Lego piece. It only ever came in 3 sets that released in 2001. Just like this piece, I want to be showing you Lego pieces that you've never seen before. For each piece, I also have to incorporate it into a build somehow, which is going to be challenging for some of these. Let's do this. So this piece is super weird because there's only one piece that it's made for, and it's the only piece that can technically attach to it. And that piece is rubber bands. So this is actually a rubber band holder. Kind of useless, honestly, in my opinion. You just literally put on a rubber band and it stays on there for you so you don't lose them. Kind of weird. This could be useful for someone, but I have to incorporate this into a build, which is gonna be pretty hard because the only piece I have to attach with is a rubber band. So what I'm thinking is I can get this piece that is Technic on top with studs at the bottom, and I can slide that through the rubber band so that it's on here like this. And that gives me some studs to work with. So my idea for this is a spaceship sort of thing because that's what it looks like to me, doesn't it? So that's what I'm gonna roll with here. I'm gonna make like some thrusters on the back. So I put that piece and then we got all this area to work with. It's just so loose and twists because it's a rubber band. Let's put some thrusters on the back of here. Let's do red. And then on these anti-studs at the bottom, I can put a 1x4 plate. And then on those studs, I'll put like these wing pieces to make them steer. And there we go, little spaceship thing. Oh, honestly, it did better than I thought for a piece that has no connections whatsoever. So yeah, on to the next piece. This piece is a weird one. It's this. It's almost like a dome piece, but there's slits in it. This has only come in 7 sets. And 6 of those 7 are Scala sets, which is basically Lego Barbies. And then the other one is a sports set. So they're meant to hold papers in. These slits right here are meant for like to hold like up signs and things like that, because those themes didn't really have like the Lego, like plastic Lego pieces. It was really weird. But yeah, I gotta build something with it. Okay, I got this bowl. What does this look like? I don't know. That is a weird piece. This piece reminds me of like an apple cutter. When you like slice an apple with those like weird cutter things, this is what the apple looks like after. Okay, got this bar in it. I'm thinking like, what the? I don't even know what I'm thinking. Okay, I know what I'm thinking. So I can get one of these like rocket almost pieces. Whoa, missile, bro. And then on this, we can just shove some hollow studs. Still don't know what this is, but it'll hopefully turn into something. It's like a bullet, a missile or something, a gun. What does that even look like? Okay, I guess I'm going with this. This is just like a missile almost, like, phew. I don't know what the slits have to do with anything though, but they're just there, you know? Maybe they help with aerodynamics. But yeah, this is the missile. This next piece is weird because it has studs on every single side. So I can put like tiles on here. And you can't even tell it's Lego. It just looks like a weird cube. And it honestly looks pretty cool. This is actually a Lego die that came in Lego board games from like the early 2010s. And they're meant to have tiles on them like this. And then you just roll them for certain things that had to do with that game. But I'm not gonna make mine a dice. That's just too simple. So I'm gonna turn this dice into a Rubik's Cube. So I need to have all these different colors on it. And then it'll hopefully look like a Rubik's Cube. So let's do it. Okay, I found an issue. So this last side right here is supposed to be orange, but I don't have any orange 1x1 tiles. So I think I'm just gonna do tan ones. Yeah, close enough. There's my Lego Rubik's Cube. It's not actually working. People have made working ones, but that's so complicated and the dice doesn't move like that. So this is just my visually similar one. And as you can see, red, white, orange, yellow, green, and blue. But yeah, pretty similar there. It's a little bit thicker of the corners because they're rubber, but still really cool. Now, if we're talking about Lego pieces that you've probably never seen, we can't forget Bionicle. Bionicle was a theme where it was kind of like Technic mixed with weird shapes and stuff. And basically every single Bionicle set had a new piece on it. So there's so many Bionicle pieces, but certain ones I wanted to show are these ones for specific reasons too. Let's say I cover up this end. Does this look like Lego whatsoever? I would throw this away. Like actually, I wouldn't even think this was Lego. I just think this was a toy, but it's Lego. I don't understand. And then same thing with this ice one here. If I cover this up, this doesn't even look like Lego, but then it is. And then to go along with it, this headpiece right here is actually really cool because there's this piece inside of it that looks even weirder, and it like gives its eyes the green effect while it gives its mouth white effect. But that means that this rubber piece that goes on the outside doesn't have any connections either. So this piece is the only piece that's compatible with it. But yeah, with all these pieces, let's make a little Bionicle guy. Okay, let's make him have a staff that one side's fire and one side's ice, so then he can have both elements. And let's give him a little hand right here. These hands are weird pieces too. They have Bionicle joint pieces right here, and then it's a technical right here. So I'll just put his hand in there. Maybe. Bro, I'm so stupid. You can tell how much I use Bionicle. This doesn't go all the way through. There's like a stopper in the middle. So I need these and then put those on each side. And then we can attach ice and fire. Now he's got a ice and fire staff. Look at that. But yeah, now I gotta actually make him. Okay, here's my Bionicle dude. I realized that I don't even have that many Bionicle pieces, so it was really hard to put together. As you can see, like these feet right here are like bent in, they're really gross, but they're feet and he can stand, so I guess it works. His head's up here and everything, and he's got 2 fists. So technically you could like take the fire off over here and have fire be in the other hand, and he could go like double sword mode. But yeah, this is my Bionicle guy. And yeah, I found this piece of my stuff, which looks really cool. It's dual molded and it's got like this spiral on the ball joint. Really cool. Okay, the next piece is the string, but it's not like regular Lego string. It's like stretchy, like really, really stretchy. And it's really long too. And it came on these pullback sets from the 90s, and it didn't use a pullback motor like Lego sets nowadays use. It used the string. So it wraps all the way around the car and then it goes back here. And they put in this Technic axle, which then holds in those strings there. And they flop out the back a little bit depending on how tight you make them. So the cool part about this set is that when it pulls back with the string, it's like how an actual pullback motor works. So like when you move it forward, it doesn't do anything. But then as soon as the wheel rolls backwards, it spins this gear, which tightens that again. It's actually really cool how it works. And the next piece actually goes with this. Let me show you. So this is a Lego tire. It looks like it's normal, but it's actually just straight plastic. There's no rubber on the ends like you're used to on Lego tires. So like there's grip on this one. There's nothing here. It's just straight plastic, which I'm thinking would be good for drifting. So let's try it. Pop off that tire, put on this one, and take off this tire, and put on another. Okay, let's go try it. Okay, I got the big open floor, and as you can see, the wheels are on there, and when I try to pull back, they kind of just slide when it gets too hard to pull back. So that's the first issue. And I don't know anything behind drifting. I don't know if this front wheel needs to not have grip, but I'm just going for it. So let's pull this really, really tight. I'm not sure how tight we need it. And let's, okay. Let me try that with like throwing it on a turn, so like it drifts in a circle, hopefully. Okay, here we go. I don't know, you could consider that drifting. I'd say somewhat successful. You could probably make it better if you actually knew stuff about drifting, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure why Lego even made these tires. They didn't even make them for drifting or anything, for like drifting Lego cars. They just made them. I think rubber tires are the way to go because they actually have grip. But I mean, they might be useful if you're trying to make a drifting Lego car. So this is the next one. Now, you've probably seen this piece, but it's not the piece, it's the color. It looks like blue, but if I put a blue piece next to it, it doesn't show up as well on camera, but this one is slightly more like a yellowish blue than this one. I don't know why the pieces do this. It doesn't show up as a like piece difference on any websites or anything like Bricklink. I just notice it with some pieces, like they're this blue color. It just almost looks like the piece is yellowed, but then it's not because everywhere on it is that color. So really interesting there, but let's make something with it. So I'm thinking I'll build one of those cars that are basically just a rocket on wheels, like those super fast ones that break world records, because that's what this nose kind of reminds me of. Let's add a little windshield on there, and then you can see the difference between them right here, maybe, between those blues. Yeah, you really can. This is the weird blue and that's the regular blue. And then we can put a little Technic piece like this, and then for the wheels on the bottom I have to use these pieces. And look at how many slots there are for bricks. You can put them at a half stud, you can put them at a stud. It's just a lot of slots and it's kind of confusing. Okay, and then one more. Now these pieces are a little tall, so it might look a little, a little funny. Wow, that is really tall. Just ignore the red bits that go below. But now we need the most important part, the engine. Put a little pin, and then we can put this cylinder piece, which is like a metallic silver color, so it kind of looks like an engine. And that can go right there. We can put this little peg, and then, best part, flames coming out the back. And there we go, we got our little super fast car. A little on the tall side, but it's fast. So this is the brick separator you're probably used to, but look at this. It's 4 studs wide right here and it goes up to 6 back here. And it's just huge. It's really funny. It's like double the size kind of, except these ends poke out. So it's like almost 3 of these. And the reason for this is for Lego art sets. So this one came with the world map, which is right there, but there's nothing on it because we're gonna put something new on it really soon. So you can use this end, and this back is so big so it can take off 6 rows at the same time. It doesn't work that well though. And as you can see, it's been a little worn down from tearing the set apart. But yeah, for something to build out of this, my brother puts eyes on all of his brick separators to make them look cool and to just show that they're his and not ours. So I just stole his. Just kidding. I'll put it back. So since it's a big brick separator, I'm thinking about giving it big eyes. So then we can go like that. Okay, so we can put this little bracket on here so I can give him a mouth in a little bit. And then I can put these 1x1s to the side of that. If I get in the reflection, it's easy to see. I put those on there, and then the eyes can just sit right on there, like this. And then we can give it a little mouth. Let's see, I don't know what to do for the mouth. So I think instead of a mouth, I'm gonna put a little mustache. So I can put this tile right here and then have these 2 mini slopes face out, which kind of gives a little mustache effect. So then like he's like eating the Lego that you're taking apart. So let's just say I need to get this 2x4 off of this plate. We can just have a munch on it. Everything still works. As you can see, his mustache does not touch the plate. And then, boom. Now I got a brick separator that has a whole face on it. Exactly what I needed. This is the final one. Yeah, it's literally just a plastic ball, but it's Lego. This one specifically came with my Lego Mindstorms NXT, but it's actually from Lego Duplo. It's just like a ball. It's really interesting. I used it in Mindstorm sets for like coating and picking it up and things like that. And I have a tire here, so it cannot roll away. But what I'm thinking for this one is, you know those mice that instead of having a sensor have like a little ball you can roll around instead of like moving a mouse? I'm thinking that I just like make something that makes the ball roll sort of like that. And I feel like it'd just be fun and satisfying to play with. I want to actually like work, of course. So I gotta like encapsulate something for this so I can like roll it around without it moving. So yeah, let's do it. Whoa. So these corner tiles right here, 4 of them together make a pretty good circle that should work to hold in the ball right here. And it'll just go like above it sort of like this. And then I can like roll it on top. So just gotta hook all those together real quick. There we go, as you can see that circle. And then there's not much room for it above, but it'll still work. So then, ooh, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, now I need like something to hold it at the bottom and something to hold this steady up top. So let's do it. Okay, there we go, I got it. So as you can see, I extended out these ends a little bit so I can actually make a pole that runs down, because otherwise, as you can see right here, the ball kind of goes out and will block it. So I did that, and then I put it on this big plate, and I put 1 tile underneath the ball right there. So then it rolls around, and it actually is a little like loose up and down, but if I lift it up all the way, you can see that there's not enough for another tile down there. So this is as close as I'll get, but it still works really well. Yeah, it's fun to just roll around. Now we got a use for the Lego Duplo ball. Okay guys, that's it for the video. Let me know down in the comments which one of these builds was your favorite. I think mine is probably the Rubik's Cube just because it looks really good. But yeah, if you want to check out a video similar to this, I'll have a link up here in the corner and down in the description. But as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. We can get some of... I dropped both of those. I don't want to pick them up. Okay. No way they're doing dishes.